Hello and welcome. My name's Lauren and I'm going to be guiding you through a 60-minute Vinyasa yoga class today. We'll be working our way towards the splits or Hanumanasana, and you might be thinking, I can't do the splits. That's okay. There is no right or wrong. You don't need to make your way to the floor. I can't make my way to the floor and I'm still doing the splits. So today I'll be using 2 blocks and a strap. If you don't have props at home or wherever you are, that's okay. You can go without, or you could use a book, something block-like shaped that can support you. Instead of a strap, you could use a towel or something that you can use to kind of pull your legs, a sort of rope-like material. So we'll get started on our back, making your way down to a reclined position, whatever that looks like to you. We'll spend a few moments here settling into the body. Before we get started, a little reminder that throughout the class, I'll be providing you with different options. Please take whatever option feels best in your body. Please use any props to support you, and you can make your own variations of the shapes I show you. I'm just here as a guide. From here, you might like to close down the eyes, but you don't have to. Start to admire your breath. Notice where it goes in the body. Observe the length of the breath. Without trying to change it. You might like to bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, sigh it out. A long breath in. An even longer breath out. Last time, your biggest breath in. And your longest breath out. Using the breath as a cleansing tool, bringing in fresh new energy on the inhale. Releasing anything that's no longer serving on the exhale. Starting to breathe in and out of the nose now. Expanding into the diaphragm, the ribs. And then softening, letting it all out. From here, you can start to expand into the ribs and then the belly. And then exhale out of the belly, the ribs. And then once your belly is full of air, you can start to send the breath somewhere in the body. This could be somewhere that needs a little bit of extra love. Maybe somewhere there's pain, suffering. Start to breathe into this part of the body. And can we start to match the inhale with the exhale here? Samavriti, pranayama, or equal breathing. You might like to add a count, breathing in for 4, out for 4. Slowing the breath down, allowing the body to slow down. Something that many of us struggle with, and it's the one thing we need. Slow the body down, bring the body back into your rest and digest, your parasympathetic nervous system. Allow the body to heal and transform. And before we start moving today, I'd like to invite you to notice what thoughts arise in the mind. The tone of the thoughts, the way you speak to yourself. Notice how the shapes that we make today affect your breath. How the breath can change the way you're thinking and feeling. Being aware of what's happening in our body, what's happening in our surroundings. And then on your next breath in, we'll slowly draw both knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a little hug, a thank you for showing up on the mat today. And then we'll keep the right leg hugged in, the left leg goes long, resting on the floor. You can start to take some circles through the right hip. One way, and then the other. And then we'll reach the right leg up to the sky. Keep a soft bend in the knee, starting to circle through the ankle. And then changing direction. And from here you can either start to walk the hands up the leg, or you can grab your strap if you have one nearby. Taking a deep breath in, feel the back of the leg lengthening. And then exhale, feel the thigh bone getting nice and heavy in the hip joint. Lengthening whilst also grounding. Allow the left leg to be heavy. Stay connected to your breath. Bringing the strap into the right hand. We'll bring the left hand to the left hip. You can start to take the right leg out to the right side. You're welcome to bend the knee here and hold the knee if that's more comfortable. If you don't have a strap, you could grab the outside of the calf, the thigh. Keeping both shoulders heavy on the floor. And inhale, draws the leg back through center. Exhale, swap the strap. The right hand comes to the floor, the right leg goes over to the left. Reclined twist. You can either keep the leg long or you can bend into the knee. The choice is yours. Keep the breath in the belly. Inhale back through center. And then exhale, draws the left leg into the strap. Both legs are long. Inhale to lengthen through the back of the leg. Exhale, allow both hips to be heavy. Both thighs are heavy. Maybe there's a little rock here from side to side, rolling on your pelvis. And then we'll release the legs, release the strap. Another little hug in of the legs, maybe circling them. I like to do in opposite directions. And then we'll lengthen the right leg. Hug the left knee in. Circling through the hip joint to start. Reversing the direction. And then lengthening the left leg to the sky. The hands can come behind the leg, circling the ankle. Changing direction. And then from here you can grab your strap or walking the hands up the leg. Inhale to lengthen through the hamstrings, the back of the leg. Exhale, allow the thigh bone to be heavy. Observing differences between left and right. Notice the tone of this observation. Trying to observe without judgment. The strap comes into the left hand. The right hand can come onto the right hip, taking the leg out to the left. Option to bend the knee here as well. Both shoulders are grounded. The pelvis heavy. Inhale to bring the leg back through center. Swap the hands. Exhale, the leg comes over to the right. The left hand goes long. Once again, you can bend into the leg if that's more comfortable for you. Maintaining your belly breaths. Inhale through center. Exhale, bring the right leg back into the strap, both feet meet. And then from here, we're going to take the legs wide. You can choose the distance here, keeping the pelvis heavy, maybe a little rock from side to side, finding length through the back of the legs while grounding through the upper body. And then gently releasing the legs, lower the strap down. Hug the knees in towards the chest, maybe circling the knees one last time. And then you can start to roll along the spine. A little massage along the back. And then we'll roll up to a seat, coming up and over into a tabletop position. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We're going to start off with some cat and cow. Inhale, shines the chest forward, gaze to the sky. Exhale, chin to chest, rounding through the spine. Inhale to arch. Exhale to round. Take this at your own pace. This is your practice. Follow your breath. You might like to bend the elbows or rocking the weight backwards and forwards, barreling the body from side to side, rocking, whatever you need today. Some free movement, allow it to be messy. And then from here, we'll meet at a tabletop position. We're going to continue with the cat and cow movement, adding on your right leg. So we're going to reach the right leg up to the sky, take a deep breath in. Exhale, knee to nose, round through the spine. Inhale to arch. Exhale to round. Inhale, lift the leg up. And then exhale, step the right leg through, low lunge. Grab your blocks or props. And then you can start to circle through the hips. A lot of people don't like to use props because they think it means they can't do it properly. That's not the case. Props are there to support you. I can reach the floor, but I don't have to. Gives you space in the body. From here you can start to extend through the right leg, half split. And then inhale to draw forward, low lunge. Exhale, half split. You have the option to add the arms here, reaching up on the inhale, sweeping back on the exhale, flowing with your breath. And then we'll pause in half split. You can bring your blocks with you. folding forward to wherever feels comfortable. Maybe a rock of the heel from side to side. And then inhale to bend into the right leg. Reach both arms up to the sky. And then from here you have the option to bring the right hand to the thigh, the block, or the floor. We're going to reach up and over, getting a nice side stretch, opening through the left hip, but maintaining length in both sides of the waist. Breathe into the left side of the body. And then inhale, reach both arms back up to the sky. Exhale, sweep them down. Ground into the left hand. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, sweep it back behind you. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, sweep back. So circling through the arm, opening through the shoulder. You can stay like this, so you have the option to bend into the left leg, maybe grabbing the foot if that's available to you, or you can use your strap, hooking it around the foot. Breathing into the left side of the hips. And then releasing your strap, windmilling the hand back, stepping back to tabletop, pressing the hips back to child's pose. Inhale, draw the body forward, lower the hips down, Cobra. Exhale, press back, child's pose. Flowing here a few times, noticing any differences between the left and the right hip. Meeting me back in your tabletop position. We'll make our way onto the other side. Left leg reaches up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale to arch. Exhale to round. Last time here. And then exhale, step the left leg through, low lunge. Grab your blocks, starting off with some circles through the hips. And then you can start to lengthen through the left leg, half split. Inhale to low lunge. Exhale, half split. Once again, you can add the arms reaching up and then sweeping back. Pausing in your half split, you can bring your blocks with you. Maybe a little rock of the heel. And then walking back to a low lunge. Inhale, reaches the arms to the sky. Exhale, lift up and over, Left hand comes to the thigh, the block or the floor. Lengthening through both sides of the waist. Breathing into the right side of the body. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, lower the hands down. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, sweep it back behind you. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reach back. Circling through the shoulder. And then option to grab the right foot if that's available to you, or using your strap here. Opening through the hips, the shoulders. And then releasing your hand or your strap, windmilling the hand back to the top of the mat, stepping back to tabletop, a bit tangled. And then we'll tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Start to pedal out through the feet. And then we're going to lift up onto the toes. And then exhale, bring both heels over to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. We'll do this twice more on each side. And then when you're even, we'll inhale and start to walk the feet slowly towards the top of the mat. Bending the knees, meeting me in a ragdoll shape. A soft bend of the knees, maybe grabbing opposite elbows. The whole upper body is heavy, swaying from side to side. Nodding the head, yes and no. And then inhale, slowly roll the spine all the way up. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky, maybe coming onto the toes. Exhale, sink the heels back down. Inhale, lower the hips, reach the arms to the sky, chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, meet me at a flat spine. Exhale, step or jump back to plank. Option to lower your knees as we lower down. Inhale, Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, we're going to inhale the right leg. We're going to come back into tiger curl. You're welcome to do this in a tabletop position as well. So exhale, knee to nose, come forward in your plank. Inhale, reach the leg up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, tiger curl, step the right leg through. We're going to stay low in a runner's lunge. Ground through the left hand. Inhale, right arm reaches up to the sky. Exhale, sweep back behind you. Inhale, reach forward. The same circle as we did earlier. And then inhale, reach both arms up, stay low. Exhale, right hand to your hip, left hand reaches up and over. Lengthen through the left leg. Inhale, reach both hands up to the sky. Exhale, lengthen the right leg, ground the back heel. You can bring the feet a little bit closer together if you need to, and you can bring your blocks by your side. Folding forward for our pyramid pose. Both legs are long. And then from here, you're going to bring the right hand beside the right shin. Left hand reaches up to the sky. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Option to use your block here to support the bottom hand. And then exhale, you're going to sweep the left hand down. Give yourself a little high five. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to lower. Last one here. And then you're going to bend into the right knee. The right elbow rests down. Left hand comes long overhead. Side angle. And then a little challenge, reach the right arm out long. Breathing here for 3. Obliques are on. Last 2. And last 1. Windmilling the left hand back up for our warrior 2. And then exhale, windmill the hands down. Step back to your plank. Lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, you're going to inhale, reach the left leg up to the sky. Exhale, draw the knee towards your nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, tiger curl. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, step the left leg through, runner's lunge. Ground the right hand. Inhale, reach the left hand to the sky. Exhale, reach back behind you. Circling the arm, following with your gaze. Inhale, reach both arms up, stay low with the legs. Exhale, left hand to the hip, right hand reaches up and over. Long through the back leg. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, lengthen the left leg, fold forward, pyramid pose. We're going to bring the left hand to the shin, right hand reaches up to the sky. Shoulders are stacked. Exhale, sweep the hand down. You have the option to use your block here as well. Inhale to open out. Exhale, lower down. Opening through the chest. Last one here. Bending into the left leg, rest the elbow down. Right hand reaches overhead. A little challenge, reach the left arm out long. Breathing here for 5. can we turn the corners of the mouth towards the sky? Last 2. And last 1, windmill the right hand down, warrior 2. And then exhale, the hands come back down to the mat, lowering the knees, chest. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll spend a few breaths here. You also have the option to lower down to child's pose. Meeting me in a downward facing dog if you weren't already. And then we'll step or jump to the top of the mat, meeting in a halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lower the hips, reach the arms up, finding a chair position. We're going to hold this time, so tuck the tailbone under. We're using the strength of the legs to hold us here. Arms can reach overhead or just let them hang. We're going to breathe here for 5, 4, 3, can we sink a little bit deeper? Last 2, and last 1, coming back through standing. Amazing. From here, you're going to take the feet a little bit wider, about mat width apart. Inhale, reaches the arms up to the sky. Exhale, slowly starting to lower down. You're going to meet me in Malasana or Yogi squat. You can sit on your block here if that's more comfortable for you. Pressing the hands through heart center, the elbows compress into the legs. From here, you can bring the hands onto the floor, starting to lengthen and bend through the legs. Now, if you want to have a play with crow, now's your opportunity. Otherwise, you can stay with your yogi squat, your movement. If you want to play with crow, you're going to make a little ledge with your elbows. You can rest the knees, maybe floating one foot and then the other. Have a little play with your balance. See how that feels. If crow is in your regular practice or you want a little challenge, you can have a play with jumping back to Chaturanga. So from crow, jumping back, and then meeting in upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Wherever you are, you can make your way back through Vinyasa to meet me here. Inhale, reaches the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to curl. Once more here. And then step the right foot to the outside of the hands. Lower the left knee down. So now we're in this gecko or lizard lunge. Your hands or your blocks come to the inside of the foot. And we'll start with some circles. Then you can start to extend the right leg to half split, bending into Gecko with your breath. And then we're going to ground through the left hand. You're going to turn so you're on the outside edge of the right foot. You have the option to press the right hand into the knee, maybe looking over the right shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. From here, you're going to find a position that you can hold for a few breaths. So you might come down onto your elbows on your blocks, or a little bit lower, or elbows to the floor if that's available to you. You can also stay up on the hands. Spend a few breaths here. Notice how the shape might affect your breath, your thought pattern. And then we'll make our way back up onto our hands. And you can bring your blocks back by your side, shuffling the foot through center. And from here you can have a little play with half split again, or we're going to make our way into the full splits. So you can start to slide the right leg forward till you run out of mat, or you can slide off your mat. And then you can tuck the left toes under, start to walk the knee back. Take your blocks with you, make sure they're stable. And then find a position that feels comfortable to hold, keeping a nice tall spine. Soften the shoulders, unfurrow the brow. Breathing into the belly. Admiring the shape, the sensations in the body. Allowing the lower body to be heavy, supported. And then sliding the legs back together carefully without dropping your blocks. And then from here, you can have a moment or two of free movement. Maybe you'd like to have a little Cobra and child's pose, or a cat and cow, whatever feels good for you. And then we'll tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, floats the left leg. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to curl. Once more here, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to the outside of the hands. Lower the back knee down. Bring your hands to the inside of the leg. Starting off with some circles. And then you can move to lengthening the leg, bending and extending. And then meeting me in Gecko. We're going to ground the right hand, come to the outside of the left foot. Option to bring the hand to the knee, looking over the left shoulder. Breathe into the shape. Surrender to the sensations. And then inhale back through center, finding your position to hold. Remembering that this side may be different to the other, and that's okay. Coming back up onto your hands, bringing your blocks by your side, shuffling the foot through center, and then having a play with your variation of the splits. So you can stay with half splits, you can walk the left foot forward, or if your mat's a bit slippery, you can slide it forward. The back toes tuck under, walking the leg back. Finding a position to hold, lengthening the spine, soften the shoulders, soften the jaw. Breathe into the hips, the back of the legs. Observing differences between left and right. And then we'll slide the legs back together carefully. And then another few moments of free movement. Cobra to child's pose or cat and cow. Or maybe you just like to be still for a few moments. And then meeting me in downward facing dog, tucking the toes, lifting the hips. And then stepping through to a seat. And then we're going to make our way into butterfly or Uttanasana. Bringing the soles of the feet together, knees out wide. You can play with how far the feet are from the body. You could also pop your blocks under your knees if that's more comfortable for you. And then finding length in the spine. So a deep breath in, grow up nice and tall, and then exhale, fold forward, surrender to the shape. If you want some support under your head here, you can pop a block down or a bolster. And removing any force from this shape. Allow the upper body to be heavy. Finding a sense of softness now through the body. Slowing the breath back down. And then starting to walk the hands back up. We'll inhale, reach the arms up nice and tall. Exhale, sweep them back behind you, taking the feet wide, or just wipe the legs from side to side. And then we'll slowly make our way down onto our back. Rolling all the way down. Keeping the knees about hip bone width apart. Bringing the hands down by your sides. You have a few options here. So you can exhale, tuck the tailbone, lift the hips. Find a bridge position. You could hold here, or you can flow with your breath. So exhale, melt the spine back down. So a nice little massage through the spine. So moving in your bridge, you could hold your bridge. And we've done quite a lot of opening through the hips and shoulders. So if a wheel is in your practice, or you want to give it a go, you can bring the hands by your ears, the thumbs facing towards you. Lift the hips to your bridge. Press into the hands, coming onto the top of the head, and then press through the arms, reaching up to your bridge. Breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lowering all the way back down. Hugging the knees into the chest. A little rock from side to side. We'll keep the right leg hugged in. The left leg can rest on the floor. And then you have the option to grab the outside of the foot or the ankle for a little half happy baby. And then we'll cross the ankle over the knee, a figure 4 shape. And then you can thread the hands through if you'd like a little bit more. A little release through the glute. Releasing the hands, we'll take them wide. And then lowering the legs over to the left. Now you can either keep the legs as they've fallen, wrap the right leg around left, or stack the knees for a reclined twist. Breathing into the belly. The gaze can turn to the right. Inhale through center. Hug both knees in towards the chest. Maybe circling through the legs. And then we'll keep the left leg hugged in, the right foot goes to the ground. And then option for a half happy baby. Holding onto the ankle or the outside of the foot. Draw the knee down towards the armpit. And then we'll cross the ankle over the knee. Figure 4. Option to thread the hands through. Releasing the hands, bringing them to a T, lowering the legs over to the right. Once again, your options: leave the legs as they've fallen, wrap the legs, or stack the legs. Breathing into the belly. The gaze can turn to the left. Slowing the nervous system down. Inhale through center. Exhale, hug the knees in one last time. Taking any final movements your body needs. Rocking the knees, maybe a full happy baby. If you did a wheel or a back bend, you might like to come into plow, a forward fold. Or if you feel ready, you can make your way into our final rest, Shavasana. Finding a reclined position where you're comfortable and warm. Maybe popping a blanket on or popping something over the eyes. You can close the eyes down here, but you don't have to. Starting to admire your breath again. Reflecting on any thoughts that arose during the class. What was the tone of those thoughts? Would you use the same tone to talk to others? How did those thoughts affect your emotions, your feelings in the body? How did the shapes we make affect the thoughts and feelings in the body? Did the breath alleviate these thoughts? Did the breath bring you back to the present moment? There's no right answer. It's all awareness. Being aware of what's going on in our body and our surroundings. It's a beautiful thing. Many of us, we get caught up in autopilot. Rushing from one thing to another without noticing all the little things. Our last little reflection for today. I'd like to invite you to notice of something you're grateful for. Might be from today or this week. Something little, like someone opening the door for you. A compliment from a stranger. Something little, like having food on your plate. Many things that we take for granted, others in the world don't have access to. Taking a moment of gratitude. And then starting to deepen your breath. Wiggling your fingers and your toes. Reaching the hands overhead. Take a full body stretch. Hug the knees in towards your chest. Slowly making your way to one side. Without any sense of rush. Meeting me at a seat. The eyes can stay closed. We'll finish off with 3 cleansing breaths. A deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, sigh it out. A deep breath in. An even longer breath out. Last time here, your biggest breath in. And your longest breath out. Thanking yourself for showing up on your mat today. And when you're ready, you can gently blink the eyes open. Thank you so much for practicing with me. If you have any questions or feedback, please feel free to leave it in the comments, and hopefully practice with me soon. Enjoy the rest of your week. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. Thank you.